Police are calling it one of the deadliest weekends that they can remember.
This weekend, 7 people were murdered in the Kansas City metro. You can see them all mapped out here. 3 in Kansas City, Missouri, 4 in KCK. It is not a trend we can be proud of, and sadly, it's one police were expecting. KCTV5's Amy Anderson has that story tonight.
We need to come together and stop the madness.
Sean James lives just down the street from where an 18-year-old man was shot and killed over the weekend. He was one of 7 gunned down in both Kansas City, Kansas and Kansas City, Missouri. James says her regular 4th of July tradition of hosting a picnic for her children and grandchildren is canceled.
I told him this year I'm not going to do that. We're going to go somewhere else because I don't feel safe right now.
Historically, the 4th of July weekend is always usually a pretty violent weekend for us, so it was anticipated that we would have a lot of crime.
Officer Cameron Morgan says all 4 homicides in Kansas City, Kansas were isolated individual incidents. There was no retaliation that they're aware of. In Kansas City, Missouri, 3 of the murder victims were from Tulsa, Oklahoma. 2 of those men were found together in a car, the other one miles away. And tonight, investigators do not believe their deaths are related. Kansas City, Kansas police tell us the weekend violence helped push their murder rate well above where it was this time last year, up to 21 for the year as opposed to 14 on this date in 2016.
And that was Amy Anderson reporting. Police on both sides of the state line say what they need most are the tips that they know people have that will help them solve these murders.
One of those 7 murders happened right outside of a laundromat. Jeffrey Whitmore was carrying out his clean clothes when he was shot and killed on Sunday. Tonight, family is desperate for answers.
He had got off work that day to go wash his clothes, and that's all we know.
Police haven't said whether Whitmore knew the men who shot him. His father says despite several drug and weapon charges years ago, he was getting his life back on track.